I think she gets the point across.
We are Sarah and Brian from Unsettling Toys, and this is Dee from Ohio.
Who has a huge doll collection.
I see some of them.
Who we've met through, actually, you have taught me a ton about, you're the one who coined the term, like, doll crumbs, right?
Fake crumbs, yeah.
That's pretty awesome. So I'm so excited. I'm so excited for everyone to see your collection. Can you just tell us a little bit about how you got started collecting?
Well, yes, and sorry for that odd angle, but I guess it got started. I don't remember what video I was watching, but the person had a rather large collection of the crackly composition dolls behind her or something, and for some reason I was just like, those are hilarious. Like, not disrespectful to, doll collectors or anything, but they're just sitting back there. They're all, aging and whatnot, like composition dolls do.
Mm-hmm.
So I I was like, it's cool, started looking at them some, but like didn't expect, anything to happen beyond there. But then 2014 or 15, somewhere around there.
Okay.
Or my sister-in-law and picked up my first doll. I think it placed like a couple hours from me. And that first doll I picked up was this little 9-inch doll, this Cecily.
Oh my gosh.
And here we are, many dolls later. It's obviously here to stay. So I have found something that I'm really passionate about. It's not to say I didn't have a passion before, but this has definitely been a really fun, hilarious journey. So yeah, started with her after the video.
I love it, and I love how much your Instagram gathers followers really quickly because you do amazing photography. Like, where do you get all your photography ideas?
Not expecting that when I first started. I was like, maybe I'll have a few, and then I'll have the people who are like, oh my gosh, what are you doing? This is creepy. I was just basically prepared for anything. But a good friend of mine was like, you should get on there. It would be perfect for them. And so finally I got on there, and then here we are. I'm over 1,000 followers now. So
yeah,
I'm doing all right.
Well, and the photos you post are so good, like really good. Do you have a background in photography?
I don't know. I just do it for fun. I've tried to sell some work. I do a lot of other stuff besides the doll photography. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but the doll photography came later, obviously. But yeah, it's a favorite topic of mine.
What's your Instagram handle so our 6 followers can check it out?
The doll pile.
The doll pile. It's, oh my god, it's amazing.
That's
like
perfect.
Every time I see a post and it's like whoa, look at that one, it's always you.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's so good.
Thoughtfully done.
Yes. Yeah. Oh my gosh. So can we just sort of have a little view or tour of your collection here? Like, can you just sort of show us? Because you have a lot of dolls. Do you have any idea approximately how many you have?
I'm in the 430s range.
Wow.
Like, I actually have a spreadsheet that I've been filling out, and so I have a pretty accurate number now. And yeah. And believe it or not, though, a lot of what I have picked up have been very affordable, not over $80 or something, even less than that. Because I like them so rough, I will often find them for pretty low prices because people think, I guess, maybe because they look so rough that they're not actually worth anything, or whatever the case is. It's made for a very affordable hobby and passion, and I've been able to quickly amass quite a bit and build a collection. And as I've gone, I've found more that I like, certain things, certain years. It's cool. You're always finding something new, and that's part of the adventure with them. So
that's great. Do you have like a favorite year or a favorite material, or is there any, or do you like really having the huge variety?
A huge variety of a lot of stuff, but my favorite era would be the composition doll era, the crackly ones.
Yeah, we love those.
Those ones have always stood out to me the most. So.
Can we see a few? Can you take your camera and just sort of pan some of your collection?
Yeah. Here, I'll see if I do this right. Not that. Where?
Oh, there we
Aha,
can
perfect.
see.
Look at me doing the techie stuff.
Oh, they're so good.
All right, so I had to kind of rearrange the room in order for this to work.
Mhm.
That is my bed.
Wow.
Look here in a minute, but just take it in. Isn't it beautiful? It's
They're
beautiful.
amazing. I love them so much. How big is that one in the blue dress or the blue jumper?
Let's.
It's pretty big, huh?
I would estimate 27 inches, maybe a little less.
That's extremely brilliant how you have some of them in the little pockets on the left there.
Oh
That's
yeah,
a
that is actually a shoe holder, but I have all these dolls that would otherwise get lost in the collection. So finally, I went to the store. I'm like, what can I do to? I want to be able to see them as much as all the others. And then I think I was in like the aisle with like the delicates bags, storage, whatever that is, and saw the shoe holder. And I was like, oh baby, here we go.
Fantastic idea.
Yeah, can we steal that idea from you?
Go for it. Go
We
for
will-
it. It makes
We will
life
give
very.
full credit.
Yeah, that is brilliant. We could do that. Oh my god. Wow, and look at that.
There's my check. She's not in the best of shape, but I love her.
Yeah.
Her legs are off.
Yeah, her body is duct taped together, so the leg exactly. I found her that way, for the record. That was not anything that I did.
I think I know exactly how she feels.
Yeah, actually,
Held
yeah.
together by feet.
And let's see, another. Well, here's my. This one's newer, but I was really
Oh wow.
captivated by her face.
Yeah.
FAL Sports, I believe, is the brand. She's this cute little Asian baby.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
cool. Look at
Yeah.
oh, she's gorgeous. She's
A little friends in her lap.
oh.
The little blonde one is. I've slowly been finding everybody's identifications, and it ended up being a lot of stuff to learn, but it's fun. It's good fun.
I bet. Do you ever get one just because you love it and then find it's worth more than you expected?
I mean, like, in terms of value, I don't know yet. I would like to start educating myself in value. But, like, I don't know actual value. But, yeah, there have been moments where I've seen, like, like, the same doll in various conditions that go for, like, various different prices. And I'm like, oh, I wonder what I got here.
Yeah.
Well, those are off.
Oh my gosh, they're amazing. What's the oldest one you have?
I'm going to guess it's this one from, I think, Germany. The woman that sold her to me said she was possibly from 1887.
Wow, she's amazing.
46 inches tall. She's got inset glass eyes. The face is plaster. And she has cloth body.
Her hair looks real. Does she have real human hair?
I believe so, yeah. It feels like real human hair.
Yeah, that looks like human hair.
Yeah, she's very interesting. And I just like, what stories could she tell me? If
Yeah, right? That's what I
Yeah.
always think when I find that something new or
Yeah.
when we get something new.
Yep.
They've been through a lot.
I know. I mean, look at them, and it's amazing that dolls like her survive to like this.
Yeah.
They survive this long, and I'm the one who has her and enjoying her.
Mhm.
Do you find most of them locally?
Yes, most of them, like not within. I found a few within the town that I've lived in, but a lot, like I think the furthest I've gone was 3 hours, probably Dayton.
Yeah.
I would say. But yeah, most of the time they've been not far down the road from me. Oh, honestly though, I've found even a couple in the wild, as I say, like along the road or whatever. Here in a minute. But yeah, I think the only, unless we get technical, let's see, I will show you this one here. Hopefully lighting helps me out. Well,
Yeah.
both of these here are DVP Denmark dolls, Denmark, Sweden.
Oh.
And the one here on the left is actually from Norway. I met a Norwegian woman at a festival who had her for sale there. I'm like, she's wearing a legit, my little penguin here, like a legit Norwegian bunad. It's like a
Oh wow.
cultural costume piece that, like, what they wear there in Norway.
Hmm.
But yeah, she's from Norway, so she would be the one came from the farthest away so far.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This
Yeah,
is
oh.
Dagmar and her brother Henrik.
Henrik. Oh, I love them.
Thanks.
I'm always kind of interested. Like when all this pandemic stuff is over and we're all safe and happy, it would be interesting to travel around the United States, because I think every corner has different, you know, uh, dolls and stories and all that.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
No, different styles and
like
materials.
back east or in the Midwest. Or,
Yeah, it's interesting to be in other states and see them, and you just wonder how the stories and the owners' lives and stories differ from state to state.
yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, 100%.
Now, over to the left, is there a whole nother wall of them? Did I just see like a whole bunch more?
Yeah, that's the rest.
Oh my gosh, they're amazing.
That is a pile.
Look at them. Oh look, there's a Beasley.
Yeah.
And here's
We had a Mrs. Beasley that had a rough life, and she was adopted not too long ago.
oh, nice. Yep, there's
That's
some
amazing.
dark back in the shadows there. Here, all
Oh yeah, look at that. Oh my gosh, they're all under there. I love the crib full of them.
headless ones.
Yeah.
And do you always just leave them in the condition you find them in, or do you ever do restorations, or?
Yeah, I generally leave them in the condition I found them because I'm like, that's part of their story.
Mm-hmm.
It's especially hard to change them if I talk a lot to the people that I get them from.
Uh-huh.
But there are a few cases here where, there's several that I need to restring. I've watched videos on how to do it. Let's see here. Get my face back
There
up.
you go. Yeah.
So yeah, I have several that need restrung, and eventually I'll be brave enough to do that. I've been watching the videos and whatnot, and then I have one or maybe two I have to stop and think now because it's just gotten to that point because I have so many.
So many.
Yeah, I've got like one or two that I would actually like to fully restore just for the experience. Marlena's such a one. I rescued her from a basement level booth in an antique store less than an hour from me.
Wow.
You can see like her original wig is gone, like the netting style cap is there.
Oh my gosh.
The eyes are severely crazed, like cracked and broken. You can't even see what color they were, and they're supposed to be sleep eyes, but like they don't blink or anything, so she needs
Perpetually awake.
I was like, I can't leave her in that basement. Everyone's gonna pass her up, but I see the potential.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
she's wonderful.
Yeah.
Now, you know a little bit about like dry rot and doll disease. How did you learn about those things? You're the one who taught us about them, and now honest to God, every interview we do, people ask about doll disease and like baby crumbs and stuff. It's totally turning into a thing. How did you learn about all that?
There is a Facebook page I follow called Joys of Doll Collecting, and all kinds of collectors from all different walks of life and interests and whatnot are there. And so I read a lot of stuff there. I ask a lot of questions, and slowly over the years, I have gotten answers to things like sticky doll disease and dry rot, and what's happening here? It's been a really handy tool book or whatever you want to call it to go and find answers to stuff. I'm glad I'm finding things like that, because if I had not learned about things like sticky doll disease, I'd have a bunch of sticky dolls, because it can cause like a chemical reaction to each other, and everybody turns sticky, and then you lose part of your collection.
It's contagious. I couldn't believe it when I learned that like there is a doll disease, and if you put it to other dolls that are similar, they'll catch it.
Yeah.
Bonkers.
Could you talk? People ask us. I'm serious. Like, we haven't done that many interviews during the pandemic, and I think it's come up like 5 times. Like people really want to know what is the difference between the doll disease and just dry rot, and how can they tell which one their doll has? And every time someone asks me, I go back to my conversation with you and like read what you said.
What did I say? Yep.
So what is the difference, and how can people tell?
Let's see. Sticky doll disease happens in the vinyl dolls from like probably, I want to say late 50s, early 60s, like, you know, when the rubber materials and stuff like that started becoming more of a thing. And the disclaimer is I'm still going off a pretty rough timeline, so you may still have to do some research. You know, I'm learning right along with you guys.
Mm-hmm.
But the vinyl dolls from that era are the ones that turn sticky. The plasticizer, or I think that's how you say the word, but it's basically what keeps the vinyl feeling lifelike.
Oh
But
yeah, the
it's
stuff that
thin.
makes it softer.
Yeah, but then the doll doesn't age well. It wasn't like negligence or anything. It was just something they didn't know at the time, was that the dolls would eventually, when stored poorly, or just sometimes I wonder if it was like a bad batch of vinyl, liquid vinyl, you know, as it was being molded in the factory that just didn't get mixed well, or whatever the case is. So, like, basically, the skin softeners seeping out of them and things that cause that are like storing them in sheds or unfinished basements where the temperatures fluctuate a lot, intense cold, intense heat, moisture gets
Moisture, sure.
in like the totes and stuff, or if you store them in trash bags, that's not good for them. Like, there's a lot of contributing factors, but it's basically the skin softener, we'll call it, as I said before, seeping out.
Interesting.
Okay, and they sort of get sticky then, you said, yeah?
Yep.
And they smell, I read somewhere that it smells like vinegar. Do they smell like vinegar?
Sticky ones, I think, can sometimes, but I've heard a lot more of that with the plastic dolls of the 50s and that break down. They get like a vinegar or even like a vomit smell, and that's the plastic breaking down. That's plastic doll disease. So yeah, there's another diagnosis for you.
Interesting.
I
Okay.
thought that was just when you were cooking meth.
So we all learned something new.
And then there's Brian's show.
Yeah,
Oh my
right.
God.
Yeah, it's a whole different thing.
And then Brian was looking for the baby with baby crumbs, but we couldn't find ours. He's put away right now. Do you have a baby that has baby crumbs?
Yes,
Hold
I
on.
will get her.
You just follow the trail of baby crumbs.
Bendy Wendy here.
Oh yeah, there's one.
Some better.
That's amazing.
Yeah, they got the holes in her arms and legs, and I don't know if you can hear it.
Makes me love them more.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's the body just aging. They're plastic and rubber. They're temporary materials. They don't last forever.
Yeah, and so for our viewers, Dee was helping me figure out, I have a melted baby very similar to that. And every time I'd handle it, in addition to it looking really scary and melted, every time I'd handle it, I would have like this, like little plastic crumbs on me or rubber crumbs on me, and they're really weird. And she was like, oh yeah, baby crumbs. And yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah, that was like my big rubber doll Maverick. I did a photo shoot with him. And there were huge pieces of baby crumbs after him because he's so big. It was funny. I was in the car just laughing when I took a picture of him right after I opened him. Like, oh my gosh, this is so fun.
That's awesome.
Yeah. It's all fun. I really enjoy it.
Yeah.
So one of my very favorite things that you do on your Instagram is you have some dolls that sort of show the inner workings, or that are, and those people seem to find those particularly unsettling. I think there was like a chimp, and your cheerful tearful was amazing.
Yeah.
And like a walking one. Do you have any of those that you'd be willing to share with us? I'd love to see some.
Yeah. Here, I'll get the camera switched around.
Okay, because some of the inner mechanisms of these ones that you have are just incredible.
Yeah, that's part of what I like about them too, is I guess being artistic. I appreciate the design process, and it's so fascinating.
Yeah.
Yeah, here's
Oh, there it is.
prototype.
That was perfect. perfect.
It scared me.
Look at it. When she
Yeah.
moves the arm, it moves all the facial pieces.
that's
I
so
would
cool.
try to move the arm, but I'm not talented with holding a phone and
But yeah, when it's got everything all connected in there, and
Yeah.
so when his moves, it like
so cool.
it moves his eyebrows and his mouth frowns. It's really, really cool.
you just have to check out the video on my feed.
Yes,
Yeah, for
for
sure.
sure.
But yeah, saw that and I was like, I'll save up for whatever I have to have it because it's just a unique piece.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, it's amazing.
Let's see, the Walker doll. Not gonna be able to get up the floor now.
That is very relatable. Oh, there it is, Brian.
Excuse me.
Look at that.
My walking Wanda
That's-
doll.
Oh
That
my,
is so cool.
that is amazing.
It's like
See if
we're
I can
watching
get her.
West.
Yeah, it is very Westworld.
Yeah,
Oh.
there you go. You can see her mechanisms a little better.
Oh,
That's
wow.
fantastic.
And it's
Yeah,
actually, it's like creepy, but at the same time fascinating. It would have been pretty innovative for its time.
Kind of steampunkish.
Yeah. Yeah, I think there's actual clock parts in there too, like the little cog wheels. I don't know if you can see it here.
I do see that.
Yeah,
Wait.
that's great. I love that.
Wow. What year? Do you have any idea about what year she's from?
What did I see online? I am drawing a blank, but
Look at her.
I may have mentioned it when I posted her on my Instagram, but
Okay,
we'll
yeah,
have
I
to
can
look.
go. I can go back and look. That's
It's
really
amazing.
cool.
I love that.
I'm always having to double check and relearn. But again, part of the process.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
that is really great.
That's my girl. That's been a dream one. I didn't know I would be able to find one I could afford because the really nice ones get really pricey, but rightfully so because
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, because pretty epic. Oh my gosh. So when people come over and see your collection, what do they say? Like, what's the weirdest reaction or funniest reaction you've ever gotten when someone saw your collection? Because I bet it's really striking in person. It's really striking over the computer.
yeah, it definitely is. I mean, I'm even to a point where I walk in back into the room and I'm like, oh, holy heavens, what have I done? I mean, I love you all, but what have I done? But, yeah, like, I'm lucky though. For starters, my friends are all very my few closest friends are very supportive of my doll hobby. I got one that watches for dolls for me on the road. I've had a couple others, they send me links like, hey, I saw this doll on Facebook Marketplace, thought of you type of thing.
Yeah.
Nice.
So, I mean, they're like, wow, but they're nice about it. They don't make any weird comments. They don't say, oh, Chucky, like everybody does.
Right. I get a lot of the, oh Jesus, Brian, what have you done?
Yeah. His roommate is
Chucky, Annabelle. I'm like, that's really all you could think to say. You think I haven't heard that before?
Right.
I
Yeah.
can tell you that they have not tried to stab me with a knife or called me derogatory stuff. So I mean, I just they don't meet the qualifications to be a Chucky or an Annabelle. So
At
For
least,
sure.
at least while you're awake.
Oh my
yeah,
God.
I mean, I do joke about them walking on the ceiling above my bed when I sleep. But I mean, yeah, they're great. They make me happy.
Yeah.
Obviously, I wouldn't have so many if that weren't the case.
They are making me happy right now.
Yes, they're
We're
amazing.
spreading joy.
It is
I'm glad
good.
to hear that.
So do you have a favorite? I know we saw your first one.
Oh man,
Do you have a favorite one?
honestly, I wouldn't be able to pick. No,
Yeah.
they all have
It's hard.
a special place in my heart, and then there's some that that were given to me, or I found at garage sales, and they meant a lot to the people selling them. So it's like they all have something really special about them.
That's fantastic.
So, or even just down to like finding one along the road, like just the adventure of walking along the road, just gonna go pick up this doll.
You really
want.
found them? Just like
Yeah.
found them?
Yeah, one of my
That's
greatest
meant
dolls
to be.
in the wild would have been. Here's two of them.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's amazing.
I love it.
like the little one, I'll show you her in better light. And this is Verna. I found her in the road in pieces. Her head and limbs were detached from her body.
Oh, so you did a little repair on her.
Yeah, it was like, it was early. I was out early. There wasn't hardly any traffic, thank heavens, because I had to walk down the middle of the road, right on the stripes, picking up a trail of doll parts. I'm laughing the whole time. I'm like, I'm sure someone's gonna come out in their yard seeing me laughing as I walk in the road picking up doll parts, and they're like, should I call the police or something? Like, what's going on?
Just what people like us do.
But yeah, she's
Something out of the ordinary.
Can't leave any pieces of the baby.
no, of course
God.
not.
I
feel
love that one.
together like a science project.
I like that one eyebrow.
She's a survivor. Then this one, Winola. See if I can get a good grip on her here and not drop the phone. Okay, Winola here was found in Lake Winola in Pennsylvania. I saw her sticking up out of the sand on the bottom. And
Really?
I'm like, of course, of all places, I find a doll at the lake. I'm just looking for something, and I see her little feet picking up out of the sand. Hold her out, and she's like, water's draining from everywhere on her. It was disturbing and hilarious at the same time. Her hair was a lot greener when I first got her out.
I might have missed it, but how long have you been?
Say 2016, 2014, what'd you say?
I missed
I think 2014 is
okay.
as
Wow.
far as I can remember back.
Oh my
6
God.
or 7 years. That's an amazing collection.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great. Now I've noticed you have some things on your wall that are like a doll's head or like doll parts. What are the stories behind those?
It's just like a knockoff thrift store doll. I'll buy them just so I can do art with them. They're not old. They don't have any actual value, so I don't feel bad about customizing. Yeah. Although my ideal Saucy was busted when I found her, and then I just ended up displaying her like that. It wasn't anything that I did. I can't do art with vintage doll parts because I know the value restorers have in parts like that, and so just the purist doll collector in me is I can't, in my right mind, destroy vintage parts that aren't being made anymore.
Sure, yeah.
Right, for sure.
But then with these knockoff ones, I don't mean to sound like a hater. I think knockoff dolls are just as loving and wonderful as any other doll, but there isn't any concern with destroying value of something that was made long ago, so.
Right. They're customizable. Oh, I love that one. Look at that. I love that so much.
You can see her stained glass arm here, maybe.
Oh, wow.
Maybe.
Yeah, she's
That's
glorious.
crazy.
I love her.
I've been meaning to post her on my Instagram, just haven't
Yeah, I
gotten
bet she'd do super well.
Yeah, it's very striking.
Oh my gosh. I love the one you did with bubbles the other day too. That one was crazy.
Dumpster baby. She's still in the bubbles too. Her hair just so tangled.
Oh my goodness.
Soak her and
Very cool.
it all.
That's awesome. I love that one.
That's my old earring in her nose. I love it. But let her have it.
Yeah, I love the customization. She's awesome.
Yeah, I had fun with that.
Oh goodness. Do you have any that look particularly creepy or that you think are more unsettling than most?
Let's see here.
Or are there any that freak you out personally? I know when I come down to my basement here, about 80% of the time I'll startle because Maria's sitting back there. Are there any that
freak out?
Weird you out?
Sterling here is a pretty, but it's just because his eyes. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out the light here. His eyes have partially fallen into the back of his head, so you can see some eyes peeking out depending on the lighting and whatnot. But yet it doesn't look like there's anything there.
Yeah.
He's delightfully creepy. Doesn't bother me to the point of scaring me genuinely.
Yeah, but he does. He's pretty amazing. I love
Some
that.
of them are just unnerving, you know?
Yeah, it's like, delightfully creepy.
Yeah.
I know I had someone else where I was like, oh my gosh, you're amazing, but now I just got too many to...
Yeah, it's hard to find them. Yeah,
Oh, look at him.
Well, they're all great. They're amazing.
Oh my gosh, that shot right there where it's just like all dolls. That looks so cool.
That
That one's so lifelike. Oh my gosh, that baby is so lifelike.
Have you guys heard of these?
What is it? No, we don't have any of those.
A Mattel Saucy Expressions doll.
Oh.
See if I can... You lift her arm. See if I can...
Whoa!
Oh, I don't want any part of that one.
I love that one so much. Wow.
Yeah, they're a little old.
Oh, look, they go the other way too. Ah, and her mouth opens.
Oh.
Whoa.
Oh.
Oh my gosh, she winks. How many different
There we go.
expressions does she do?
I feel like it's like 8 or something.
Oh my gosh. Oh, I want one of those so bad. She's amazing.
I will watch for one for you if you want.
Oh, yeah. Let me know if you see one. Oh my god. She's so
right
cool.
too, but I have her. I also have the black version of her, which is rarer.
And
Very
do
cool.
they make all matching expressions? Like, could you
Yeah.
make them do this?
Yeah.
That's so
It's
crazy.
pretty cool.
Oh my gosh. What year are those? Are they like
1972.
I was gonna say
72?
70s.
I was
Yeah,
gonna
they look
guess
70s.
60s, but oh, that's amazing.
Yeah.
I've never seen anything like that, and I'm not sure I want to again.
I know what I'm sending you if I decide to prank you with anything.
Oh,
Right?
man.
That or that clown next to him, Brian and clowns. He always gets freaked out by
right.
that.
Well,
Yeah, I don't like that.
Oh my gosh.
Brian.
All right, D. That's enough.
You're
Nightmare
calling me
from Ohio.
nightmares.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we got baby Skates over there. She
Oh,
actually,
yeah, look at that.
I mean, she doesn't do a whole lot of skating. It's a lot more of awkward teetering and falling, but I mean, she's in working condition. She's like new.
Can I have him?
She doesn't need to.
Well, she might want to see these.
Oh, do you mind if we call my daughter over real quick so she can see a couple of these?
Yeah, totally.
You can stand right behind us
Yeah,
and just
yeah.
look for a minute. She's like hovering at the door. She wants to see them.
I'll do a nice little.
Yeah, Pan, look at this collection.
That's
Whoa, is that an octopus arm?
Yeah. I forget what I named it all, but I stuck arms on her. Like, I mean, octopus arms.
Like the the island of Dr. Moreau, right?
Yeah.
What's funny is these are found at work. One of my bosses came walking up to me with one or two of the tentacles in his hand, and he was like, "You need these?" I'm like, "I mean, I am a doll collector," and he's like, "Yeah, that's what I thought." Like, handed it to me and walked away. It's like,
Those are
oh,
the
yeah,
best
my
friends when they
bosses are
come
like
to work.
getting in on the doll stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Here's these if she wants to see these.
That's a lot, right?
She goes, whoa, that's a lot.
Wait till you see the crib.
Yeah.
Crib of baby.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's
Thank
great.
you.
Thanks for the panning again.
Yeah.
Oh, I will show them off as much as I can when I have the opportunity.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're so great.
Yeah.
I have there's my baby Chrissy doll. I have a Kissy doll. There's another DVP doll.
Oh yeah.
I actually can't find him online,
Oh.
but I mean, I think they're more prominent probably over in Sweden or whatever.
Yeah. Wouldn't that be amazing to get across the pond and
Yeah.
see some of the super old stuff?
Oh my gosh, I dream of it, yeah.
Yeah. That's a dream trip.
Yeah. That'd be so great.
You've probably seen this one on my Instagram. The baby
Oh,
I
yeah.
call Chicken Eyes. because she's got those beady eyes. Remind me of a chicken for some reason.
Oh my gosh.
She's looking.
Yeah.
Oh, she's glorious.
Yeah.
This thing on? Oh, yeah. I don't know who she's by. She's not marked, but she looks like one of the competitor drinking wet dolls who look like, Betsy Wetsy, Didey, Tiny Tears.
Mm-hmm.
Let's
Oh
see.
my goodness.
Couple I wanted to zone in on specifically. These two from a woman who's like a grandma to me.
Mm-hmm.
These two are her childhood dolls. We got this little sun rubber baby.
Wow.
Oh, is that a handmade dress?
Yeah, her grandma.
Ah.
My grandma's grandma, family friend / grandma. There's a story behind that, but she's like a grandma to me. Family friend grandma. Her grandma made that dress. So yeah.
Oh, it's gorgeous. I love that. And I love when they have the handmade clothes. You
Yeah.
know, that little
Yeah.
extra bit of history.
Yep. So technically it's staying in the family.
Yep, that's perfect. Oh,
Yeah.
she's glorious.
And this one she got when she was 10. Was her first and only doll she got with real hair.
Wow. His hair's in really good condition. Look at that.
I mean, the arms and legs I had to remove because they were severely sticky. Like, her face was spared, thank heavens. I don't know how, but I'm glad it was. But I had to remove her arms and legs. I'm hoping it helps avoid or at least slow down anything with the face if it was affected at all. But yeah, she's good. I don't know if the material's different or what, but
Yeah, she looks like she's in great shape, and she looks like she has all of her hair, which is so rare with those with the real hair.
Yep.
Oh, look at that. Wow.
Early vinyl.
Does she have a name?
That's Inga.
Inga.
After family friend grandma's aunt, I believe.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Technically in the family or whatever, so I picked a name that was in the family.
A family name. That's
There you go.
perfect.
So yeah, she needs new limbs, and I'm hoping I can learn to sew better because I'm gonna just make her some cloth limbs.
Oh, nice.
I probably
Prosthetics.
Yeah.
fine parts, but I don't want to risk those going sticky too, and possibly
yeah.
her face actually bites the dust this time.
Yeah.
And another doll that was given to me would be Maria.
Oh.
The friend that gave her to me lives in Oregon too.
Oh.
This was her childhood doll, Maria. Kept her original name. She's very loved. Like, her body is so worn out. Her limbs have been sewn back on so many times before I got her. I tried to find her online and finally figured out that her face is a Bilo baby mold. And I'm suddenly blanking on who made Bilo baby, but other companies use the mold. And so if you see like Horseman, Play School has a version. Like, you see this face mold, it's because a few different companies were sharing the doll mold.
Oh, interesting. I did not
Yeah.
know that.
So yeah, she's wrapped in her blankie and pajamas, and I am very careful with her because she means a lot to me. It's another situation where she wasn't going to go anywhere if I didn't take her, and I'm like, I need to keep her safe.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah, you have some really precious ones. I love that. You have the whole range, like family heirlooms and one you found her feet in the lake.
Yep.
Everywhere.
Now, my first porcelain doll, my Armand Marseille, but
Oh, she's
genuinely
lovely.
have a little bit of a value. I don't think those are her original clothes. They look handmade, but whatever the case, I love her. I love the clothes.
Yeah.
Value's cool, but it's not why I got into this.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
So,
she's beautiful.
thank you.
I love it.
Here's my two Cupid dolls.
Oh yeah, look at that.
The one in purple is missing arms, but I'll just track some down and restring her myself.
Restringing is hard. I've been trying to learn about it too, and I keep messing it up when I try it. I keep making them too loose.
I know. I've watched the videos and I'm like, this is gonna be crazy.
Yeah, it's hard.
Places. How am I gonna do this? This one's a lot of fun. It's a composition Trudy doll.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I haven't seen one that small. I love that.
I hadn't seen a composition one until a doll person on one of my Facebook pages that I follow reached out to me like, hey, I got these for sale.
Wow. Yeah, that's true. I think we have one, but ours is porcelain instead of composition.
Oh, nice. I would like to have all the different ones.
The expressions on that one's faces are so awesome.
And right.
I like that one.
I think I'm naming all three faces, so we have
That's a great idea.
conjoined triplet thing here going on.
Yeah.
My twisted humor.
It's pretty fabulous.
Reminds me of that song by Tom Waits, Poor Edward.
Oh.
He has a
Yes.
two-faced man, and it's driving him insane.
Let's see. Another good friend one of my good friends of mine that I talked about earlier, supportive friend of my doll hobby, gave me that one. That was her childhood doll.
Oh.
This Phyllis.
I think it's
like
great
it.
that so many of them have a special meaning. I think that's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Goodness.
It's just such an honor to have them in my life, take up the baton of having them in my life, my collection. Like, it's their cherished memory becoming my cherished memory. So
And it's
about those ones that were gifted me by friends, like, for example, Miss Grumpy Face Katie, who I'm sure you've seen on my Instagram.
angry.
She's wonderful.
I get that look sometimes.
You get the idea.
So what's it like to try to split the rent 400 ways?
It's very challenging. I mean, we have to run a lot of banks and try to strike for gold and oil and all that.
Oh my goodness.
Oh.
But yeah, Katie came from a friend of mine. It was her childhood doll, but all of her family members hated it, doing the whole creepy, she's haunted.
Mm-hmm.
It was probably going to be thrown into the trash if I hadn't come along and loved her.
Yeah.
And I love her. She's
The face is amazing.
the doll obsession that was growing still at the time. Like, she just fueled it and sent it in a whole different humorous direction.
Oh my goodness. So about how often do you get a new doll? Do you usually get them in person, or do you sometimes just what percentage do you get them in person versus order them in the mail?
Let's see, camera here. I order them in the mail a lot more just because I find a wider variety that way.
So how often are packages showing up at your house?
I mean, I try to behave myself. It's pretty good because I don't pick really expensive ones.
Yeah.
I mean, I splurge for my birthday a little bit, but that's it for the most part.
I get that.
But how often?
I guess
How often
400
is
divided by 7.
It would depend on opinion.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's good fun. I'm really enjoying it, and I would like to get into learning how to restore them.
Yeah.
Learn how to clean them all different ways. I would just love to write a book on all the different diseases and how to treat them, because there's not straight answers out there. I got lucky because I found a Facebook page, but there's not a lot in book form or something, or digital form or whatever it is to help people out.
Well, if you end up making something like that, let us know. Maybe we can include them in our, we can slide a little thing in with the ones that we send out.
Yeah, like an informational book.
Yeah, a little booklet.
I bet that's a brilliant idea, is to make a doll medical book, because it sounds like it would be a joke, but it's super real.
Yeah, it'd be really funny. I would probably write it in a funny way, but it would be informative at the same time,
Mhm.
Yeah, that'd be amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
You have a buyer.
Yeah, we would.
You already
we
have a
would be
buyer.
all over that.
Fine. I'll keep learning my stuff and then I'll get back to you guys.
Fantastic.
Oh my gosh. Well, we're so thankful that you were able to talk to us today. Are there any other things that you want to show us before we
Let's
sign off?
see here. There's a few things I think you guys would enjoy.
Oh,
Maybe.
goody.
I don't know if the lighting will be good here, but you remember
Oh, there he is.
Yeah.
that's my boy.
I love that one. Look at that.
Yeah.
There's my
Oh man.
Those are scary from way back.
Yeah, those are scary with skin.
Yeah.
I found this one without, and I was
Where'd
like,
the
"Oh
skin go?"
heavens, that one's for me."
Oh my gosh, that's amazing. I love that one.
And what else? Well, I have a. Sorry again for the weird angles.
That's all right.
A Rushton musical dog. He still plays a little bit.
Oh,
Not
that's
well.
Brian's type. Brian loves those sort of forlorn,
Yep.
fluffy ones.
Yeah, he's very loved. Yes, he's got
Yeah.
like a bumblebee on his nose or something.
Oh, he's so cute. I wouldn't have identified him as a Rushton. He doesn't have the trademark, like, weird rubber Rushton face.
Yeah, I know. I was surprised
Cool.
too, but he has his tag and it says Rushton.
Wow.
awesome.
Oh, that's
Got
cool.
one there.
I'm just learning all sorts of stuff today.
A few other things. Here's a worn out teddy bear. This is Marcus.
Oh, we have one similar
Very
to him.
similar, yeah. Yep. You can't
His
beat it.
nose got loved off.
Oh.
Yeah.
Who's that behind him?
And this
Yeah.
is my Pelham ventriloquist doll.
Oh.
Oh.
I believe England is where he was made. That's all I've been finding online is like Pelham puppets are a big thing in England or were
Uh-huh.
here. But I mean, he's got
I
like
think it's just the way the clothes are, but it looked like it was a priest.
actually he's supposed to be like they call it a tramp online or hobo or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh my
It's
god.
like,
look at him.
he's way too cool. I couldn't pass him up.
No, you can't.
He's pretty great. He's pretty
Yeah,
great.
You gotta
And
take.
I have not found another Pelham puppet, so I don't know if they're just not a big thing around here or being from England or whatever. I don't know what the case
Yeah.
is.
Yeah.
Right.
My rubber-faced monkey.
Oh, we have his brother.
You do?
We do. A different color one named Bim.
Yeah. Yeah, I have not found anything online about the gray ones or even if they were a thing. I assume it's knockoff because it's not Mr. Bim's colors, but I don't know. I don't know what the deal is with the gray one, but I like him.
Oh,
cool.
he's
Yeah.
he's wonderful. Oh, look at that.
Robert.
I love how much variety you have in your collection. Like it's so diverse. It's really great.
Yeah. Yeah, it's very entertaining for sure. Let's see. Mom got me that one for my birthday.
Oh, a clapping baby. I love it.
Unfortunately, it's really sticky, so she has to stay in her box, but I love her.
In quarantine.
In quarantine.
Permanently in quarantine.
Yes. Isolation.
Go.
Oh my gosh.
A jar
I
of
want
tiny
them.
babies. Actually, there's a real tiny one in there somewhere.
It would be so fun to get like a bajillion of those and like make a lamp so the light like shines through all the babies.
My goal is to accumulate them over the years until I have a nice big jar of them.
It's amazing.
My first composition doll.
Yeah.
You can see her in my hand there.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Wow. Oh, I love that.
Little jointed arms.
It's crazy.
Yeah, I could basically keep you guys entertained for hours.
For days.
And we would be.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
Have you guys heard of Baby Secrets?
Oh. No, we don't know that one.
Okay, let's see if I can get her to. She's Mattel talking doll.
Oh. Nope. Yeah.
Like the lip act moves still. She's a little garbled from age, but I mean, I think she gets the point across.
Yeah, I can't handle
That might be the best doll I've ever seen in my entire life.
Yeah.
Why have I never heard of that before? She's amazing.
Oh, I could show you all kinds of things. Stick with me, kid.
Ooh, look at that one. Oh my god. Her little voice is she's really
horrifying.
Yeah, I'm sure the intention was innocent, but yeah, she's a lot creepier than
Yeah,
it
but
was
you know
meant for a
what?
kid.
Everyone deserves love.
Yeah.
But that one I would love from
Little
afar.
coot with the squishy face.
Yeah. Yep. That's enough. You've done enough.
Wow, look at that.
Now you're just.
I'll stop. I'm gonna scare everybody.
I'm gonna have to look those up. That was amazing. Do you have any others that are particularly great at talking?
No, none of my other talking dolls are in talking condition, but I do have you saw Mrs. Beasley. My other Mattel ones talk, or they were supposed to, but they have like the pull string or whatever. But yeah, the film reels.
There's no way you could top a whispering doll with any other kind of talking. So there's probably.
There's her, but I don't have her yet. But Baby Laughs a Lot is another one I'd like.
Oh, I've heard of that one. I've seen that where she's like got teeth and she like cracks up, right?
Oh.
She just sits and laughs. I'm like,
yeah,
really? I mean, I like it, but it's not a good idea for a kid.
Right? Right?
Oh my God. Yeah, good stuff.
Just us adult kids.
Yes.
Like Ryan, who enjoys this stuff so much.
I do. I really do. There's some that just hit that button in me that just
like nope.
Yeah, and I know I'm a skeptic when it comes to all the haunting stuff, and people believe what they believe, and that's great. But there are little ick buttons in me that. Whew.
Well, and he says he's a skeptic until one of the wind-up ones goes off in the middle of the night in his house, and then.
And then you find those outside.
You find someone else finds him in a lake.
Yeah.
There's. Oh, here we go. Before I forget this, ceiling babies.
Oh,
yep. That's outstanding.
Oh my gosh, I love that. I should
almost.
I want to do that.
It's pretty cool.
It's awesome. They haven't fallen down all this time. I was expecting to have a big doll fall on my head.
Yes,
right. And that's a whole nother story.
It's babies, hallelujah.
Yes. What did you put them up with?
Just some plastic packs, whatever normal thumbtack or something.
Wow, that's awesome. Oh, that's such a good shot with you with all the dolls behind you.
Yeah, that's amazing.
So good.
All my cute little adorable coots.
You're wonderful.
Well, we're gonna have to have you on again. Obviously.
Yeah, for sure. And will you keep us updated when you get like amazing new things? We love watching your Instagram so much.
Yeah, I would love that actually.
Oh my gosh, they're amazing. Well, thank you so much for giving us. That was an hour. That felt like 15 minutes.
Yeah. Well, there were parts of it that felt really, really long.
Like the whispering.
Yeah, the whispering was like an hour.
The whispering. Yeah, I go on and on, but honestly, I know we obviously can't do that. But yeah, it doesn't feel like that hard.
No, I don't know how it's been an hour. I seriously thought it'd been like 15 minutes. That was so much fun.
It was.
I'd
be game to do it again.
That would be great.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, Dee from Ohio, huh?
Thank you, guys. This has been great. I'm glad I got to share my stuff, and I'm glad I connected with some fellow freaky toy people.
Yeah, and you 6 people go on and look at the doll pile. 'Cause
Yes.
the artistry is amazing.
Yeah, it's my favorite Instagram account.
You are, yeah. You definitely have our favorite Instagram account. Yeah.
Cool. Thank you. That's really cool.
All right. Well, thank you so much, and we will definitely be in touch.
Thank you. It sounds great. It's been really.
Okay. Bye.
See ya.